Good morning, traders. Market overview. We're back. I'm going to dive right into it without any further ado, guys. I'm going to start with the watch list because we got that Aussie Swiss back to the watch list, meaning we closed out that trade. Now, we closed it out with a tiny profit. It was almost break even. And the reason we decided to close it out was because price had failed to come, to cross over that key level we talked about as our main trigger, and that was not a very good sign. In fact, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna it's not gonna be successful. It might be successful, but all we're trying to say is that, looking at that failure yesterday felt a little bit, risky. So we had a chance to actually close that trade with zero damage, and we're still getting this, we're still looking at this as a potential trade, because if price will be successful by the end of the day, then we're back in. Very simple. Eventually, we are going to judge this from the weekly perspective, right? So, take a look. I mean, last week, right? It closed beautifully on that spot. We do believe price can come back up. It's not that it failed on the weekly price action. It fell just on the daily, and the daily could be very noisy. We already know that. So we're gonna wait. Maybe we're gonna catch that move. We just need a strong, just a confirmation of that breakout. We're gonna use that trigger, originally. So yeah, we're gonna wait with this. This is back on the sideline. That's basically, it's back to the top of the watch list, to be honest. All right. I also want to introduce to you another case for, you've probably seen that one on the watch list as well. Euro dollar. It's not a strong situation. It's not a strong case. We only have two legs, but the beauty here is that second leg beautifully touched down on that bottom support 107.83, and that's quite impressive. So we think this might be valid. Now, the only way for us to actually get involved with the position was if price is going to break 109.63. 109.63 here is going to be our official trigger. We actually have to confirm to that trigger, because like I said, it's a weak setup. We only have two legs. It's a weak setup. We have to use that 109.63 as for real as a trigger. So that's why we're probably going to respect that, right? And then we can catch a move of almost 200 pip, which it's going to be hard to decide where we're going to assign this one, because it's right on the border, right on the borderline between the short-term portfolio and the long-term portfolio. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about the euro dollar. Let me take you quickly to the long-term portfolio. It's quite interesting here because we have the dollar Canadian starting to hammer. And that's interesting after that beautiful touchdown on that 32.08, which we completely predicted, and we completely said. I mean, we also said we're gonna double down here. We actually waited for this move to materialize, right? And a beautiful touchdown here with a bit of a spike here. That was gold. So we're back up. We're back building that position right now. 40%, looking pretty good. Canadian Japanese yen also. What yeah, remember? I mean, wow. I mean, obviously they're connected, right? Dollar Canadian starting to hammer. Have a bit of an impact, to say the least, on this one, on the downside actually. So we see the Canadian Japanese yen starting to turn around, which is exactly what we felt was gonna happen here. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. So obviously, looking at the way it looks like, that's a good opportunity to reward this position with another trade. So we're going up here to 20% position size here. On the downside, 82.99 is going to be a big test, right? Once we can clear out that obstacle, it's going to be easier psychologically to keep to carry on and keep increasing this position going downwards. 81.80. Just remember, refreshing your refresh your memory. 81.80, that's our target, right? Final destination. Pound Canadian. Pound Canadian looks pretty good. I mean, nothing too much to write home about here, but it looks it looks good. I mean, don't forget, we need this one, right? Back above 72.72, which is it's less than 100 pip by the end of the month, right? We have like basically we have to the end of the week, right? Because it's a short month, 28. That's the end of it. It's for like 3 days, so to the end of the week. Price needs to come back up above 72.72, and we're confident that this could happen, right? We think price is heading that way. We think that, the fact that price broke that level last month is a big deal. It's going to respect that level as a massive support. We'll see. We're trying to see whether we can engage with this one even before it actually crosses over 72.72. By the time it crosses over 72.72, we want to have a bit of a skin in the game, you know what I mean? And then, of course, we'll try to build up that position as big as possible. So that's the story with the long-term portfolio right now. 3 positions in place. We have also 3 positions in the short-term portfolio because don't forget, we got rid of the Aussie Swiss, which we might get back to tomorrow. You know what I mean? We still have an open slot for another position, but let's focus on the 3 positions that we actually have right now open, right? The pound Swiss had a nice move yesterday. It came back again to that 26.94, a second touchdown. I mean, a second retest, if you will. Didn't expect to see that, but it was a nice vote of confidence, right? Because it kind of sliced that level again second time, and then boom, changed direction completely. So that we think that's good news. We feel that it's just deepening that move into that middle section and below and beyond that 26.94 and 27.16. The further the better. Now we still have about 70 pip to go, right? Probably a little bit over 70 pip to go. 25.87. Once we clip that level, we're out. All right. Stop loss level hadn't been changed yet. We need to see some more downside momentum, some more getting away from that area here before we begin to adjust the stop loss level accordingly. Euro pound seems to be in a good situation as well. Seems to be in a good position, moving up from that 83.55. 83.52. Solid move yesterday. Yeah, looks pretty good. Obviously, that one supports the pound Swiss very high. They're highly correlated, so we expect a mirror image on this one. Now, dollar Swiss, we kind of felt that we might experience some problems here. Actually, we feel that there's a good chance we might see price, testing 97.60. So we'll be open to double down if we have a nice reaction on the 97.60. All right. If we're not gonna have that 97.60 supporting price action and price will begin to drill into that level, we're going to pull out, right? Either pulling out when price is dipping into below 97.60, or of course we're going to be stopped out, whichever comes first. But we're losing confidence on the dollar Swiss. Fortunately, we have a twice as bigger a position on the pound Swiss, right, on the downside. So if we have problems here, it should reflect with much better results coming from the pound Swiss and also the euro pound, right? Inversely correlated. So, and here we have a bullish position. So we actually have 3 times the position we have here, basically. You know what I mean? So, let's see how that goes. Anyway, 3 positions right now, short-term portfolio, 3 on the long-term, altogether 6 active positions right now. That's what we have. That's it. That's about that for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the session, and we wish you just enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.